Like, I know you're supposed to leave them wanting a lot more, but I get the feeling people want a lot more.
Really? No, I just feel like it's a right time for me to go. I have sort of known for quite a period of time that this would probably be my last Australian summer. I wanted to sort of play the Australian summer out and just sort of see how I felt, and my feelings haven't really changed from the start of the summer. So I have sort of been, I guess, planning for it for a while, and I guess haven't been completely truthful with the media who have asked me constantly throughout the summer about when I'm going to play. So I apologise for that, but yeah, I have known for quite a fair while, and I'm really happy with the decision. I think it's an exciting time, and I'm looking forward to sort of having more time at home.
Did a lot of it come down to just, I guess, family reasons, or did you still cricket? You just had really had enough of the game?
No, I definitely think it's probably a combination, really. I think when I started looking ahead towards the Indian series and the Ashes series, you really need to be 100% committed towards the challenges that they're going to present for the team. And I was sort of more dreading that time away from home rather than really looking forward to the challenges. And so for me, that really confirmed in my own mind that it is the right time to sort of say goodbye. And yeah, so that's what I've been thinking for quite a period of time. I admit I've probably battled a fair bit in the last 2 away trips. I think we had one stint we were away for about 3.5 months, which I found quite hard to be away for that period of time, and then another time a couple of months away, which was particularly difficult as well. So the next sort of stint, which is going to be so challenging for the team, you need to be positive, you need to be 100% committed, and I think it's going to be about 6.5 or 7 months, away, and so and I just don't. I know I can't commit, to that sort of and to those challenges. So I really feel like it's a great time to go. I'm very fortunate in a lot of ways to be able to retire on my terms. Not too many players get to do that, and so from that respect, I feel very fortunate as well.
Mike, 2 questions. First of all, do you think the fact that you've known in your own mind for a while that this was what you're going to do has actually helped you play the way that you have in terms of, yeah? Yeah,
possibly. I do feel like the pressure's been off a little bit. I was very keen to do well in this particular summer, like every summer, I guess, but I felt like I could go out there with nothing to lose a little bit because I knew in my own mind that, I was probably going to come to an end at the end of the Australian summer. So I could play with a bit more freedom and just try and go out there and relax and enjoy it as much as possible. And maybe there's a lesson in there to be learnt. I've always been someone that has put a lot of pressure on myself and tried sometimes too hard. And when you sort of just relax and just play and enjoy the game, well, for me personally, that's probably when I played my best cricket.
And secondly, who are you going to pass on the responsibility of singing the team song to?
It's a good question. I have quickly spoken to the man that I want to take over. I haven't officially sort of done the handover, so I want to keep it to myself until I officially talk to him and probably the team, and inform the team as well. But I have picked out who I want to pass on what I think is a great honour, and I'm sure he'll do a fantastic job in many more Australian Test match wins.
Michael, normally an emotional time when you're ending your career, but in Sydney, is it going to be different because you've known for a while, or are you going to be still quite emotional at the end of the match?
I don't know. I've never really been through this before, so I just have to wait and see. But I think it'll be a little bit emotional. I was a little bit emotional after the Melbourne Test, walking around and thanking the crowd for their support with all the boys after that Test win. It makes you sort of start to think, geez, I'm not going to do this again. I'm not going to have this feeling again, and it's a little bit sad, I guess. And I will miss, certain parts of that. Certainly in the dressing room of the team after the game, I'll certainly miss those times, singing the team song. But then, there's so much more to life than just playing cricket, and I have those fantastic memories, but there's going to be a lot of things that I certainly won't miss, like, the real sick feeling in the stomach before you got to go out and bat in a Test match, the constant time away from home and travel and training and hotels and airports and all that sort of stuff it does wear you down after a while.
You've had such an amazing career. Just how would you like to be remembered? What do you think people will say of Michael Hussey when they look back?
I haven't really thought about that just yet. I think I'd just like to be remembered for someone that loved the game, was a good team man. I really wanted to be remembered as a team man. And someone that was, just very passionate about the game, prepared very well, and just gave his all for his country. That's pretty much all.
Mike, how do you go from someone who's planned so much and loved it so much, from being Mr. Cricket to Mr. Home? Almost cold turkey.
No, I don't think I'll I'll be able to say goodbye to the game, and just, fall off the cliff almost. I'll still be definitely around the game. I haven't really made my mind up exactly what my playing future is going to be after. It's just a retirement from international cricket at this stage. I'd love to play the season out for Western Australia after the one-day series, and then have a bit of a think about it and see how I feel about my playing future after that. But I can't see myself completely walking away from the playing side of the game. I still do love the game, but I'm just not up to the rigours and pressures and stresses of international cricket anymore.
John?
Yeah, Mike, you're a perfectionist for so long, I guess, in the sense that you'd actually get yourself down if you didn't come up to the standard that you set. What was the thing that changed, that helped you relax and actually become the cricketer that you became?
Probably experience, really. A lot of probably failures and learning about myself and learning about the game. It takes a lot of failures, and a lot of times you've got to get back up and try and learn from those mistakes. And it's taken me a long time to learn how I play my best cricket, and it's going to be different for everyone. But for me personally, when I do relax, when I do enjoy the game, when I just stick to a very good preparation, I know and believe that I will perform. And sometimes it's hard, but you've got to have faith and belief in sort of what makes you tick and what makes you play well. And it's probably taken me a long time to learn that, but it's certainly very rewarding when you do finally work out what makes you play well, and you can actually go out there and execute it as well in the middle.
Wayne?
Mike, I know you're the ultimate team player, but surely there must have been times, I'm thinking back to the 150 in Sydney and then the Adelaide Test, where you've scored great innings that almost got lost in the wash. Did you ever think, hey, I need my moment in the sun too, fellas? No,
not really, not at all. In fact, probably quite the opposite. I'm more happy just to sort of hide around in the background, just do my job, hopefully help Australia win games. That was my only focus. That's what I enjoyed most about the game, and I've openly told my teammates about that. Is after we've won a Test match or a one-day series, sitting back in the rooms celebrating with them is my favourite moment of the game. Certainly, individual milestones and scores are very, very rewarding. But the thing that I really love the most is the comradeship you get with your teammates in the rooms.
What's the innings that you're most proud of in your international career, and also perhaps the team efforts that you're most proud of?
It's hard to sort of identify one, but a couple of, I guess, things spring to mind. The 2007 World Cup was just an amazing experience. The way the team played throughout that tournament was just incredible cricket. And so to be a part of that was absolutely fantastic and a huge highlight for me. Being part of an Ashes series where we won 5-0 here in Australia, and to play with some of the true legends and greats of the game like Warne and McGrath and Gilchrist, Hayden, Langer, Ponting, etc. I'm really thrilled and honoured to be able to play with these guys and to be able to play in such a fantastic Ashes series like that. They're probably the two things that stand out the most to me over my career. From a personal point of view, I think my favourite moment would be hitting the winning runs in the second Test in Adelaide in that Ashes series. I'm not sure exactly how many I made, but that feeling that I got for us to win that amazing Test match and to be able to be out there to hit the winning runs personally was a fantastic honour, I guess.
Dan?
Mike, you've said before that you almost had given up on playing for Australia by the time you got the chance. How much do you think that helped you, that amount of time you spent having to earn the time to play for Australia, and is that the sort of thing that that younger players should be put through before they get to play for Australia?
Oh, I'm not sure about that. I would have loved to have got an opportunity earlier. There's no question about that. I would have maybe liked to have gone through what young players go through at international level, where you come in, you're so excited to be there, probably go through some hard times and then come out the other side and come out a better player. But I think you're right. In a lot of ways, it probably did help me to be able to perform consistently at international level, to have so much first-class cricket behind me, to learn about the game and learn about batting and learn about myself as a person. I think held me in very good stead when I came to the international game, where there's so many distractions externally. To be able to put them aside and just concentrate on my game and knowing what worked for me, I think helped me definitely without question be more of a consistent player.
Was there any time when those distractions were particularly difficult to block out?
There's so much pressure and stress and tension around international cricket on all the guys. You know, it's amazing. I'm amazed, you know, how the guys handle it at times. But I think it's very important to have, you know, a good support network around you, people that amazingly keep believing you all the time and keep you in a positive frame of mind, when sometimes it's quite easy to sort of get yourself down and put more pressure on yourself. And so, yeah, I'm very lucky as well that I've had, you know, a fantastic support network around me that have remained really positive and confident and believed in me.
SCG test is going to be massive now that you've made retirement, and just what would be the best way to go out? Just what do you hope to get out of that last day of play and the big crowd?
Well, I'd love to win the test match. That'd be the most pleasing thing, and then, yeah, sing the song one more time. That would probably be the most pleasing thing for me.
Mike, you rang the guys yesterday, is that right?
Yes.
How did that go? Can you walk us through the emotions there?
Different reactions from different players. Most of the guys were pretty shocked, but they were very, very supportive as well, and congratulated me and said well done, and yeah, but most of them were pretty shocked as well.
Was it hard for you?
Yeah, a little bit. I told Mickey Arthur and Michael Clark after the test match, and I thought that was going to be a nightmare, but it actually, I found it a lot easier than I thought I was going to, and they were fantastically positive and supportive of me as well, so I'm really grateful for that, and for all the teammates, they've all been very positive, so I think that's made it easier for me, yeah, definitely, but I'm actually really happy with the decision. You know, I woke up this morning again, and I was sort of hoping I wasn't going to have the feeling as if, oh no, am I doing the wrong thing, but I feel really comfortable and really happy, so in myself, I really feel like I'm making the right decision.
Has anyone tried to talk you out of it?
Not really, no. No, don't know if that's a good sign or a bad sign, really.
Michael, not that it'll be much of a concern for you once you've moved on, but losing Ricky and yourself now to retirement, do you think we've got the batting coming through to replace both of you in the same?
I've no doubts. You know, I'm not worried about the team whatsoever. I think we've got some fantastic candidates to come in. Probably too many to name, really. Maybe David Hussey could get a run. Would be a pretty good one. Hussey out, one Hussey in, but. No, there's some fantastic candidates out there, and history's shown, you know, players have come and gone, but the game continues to move forward, and it'll be no different with me. You know, I'm sure whoever comes in will do a great job for Australia, hopefully score plenty of runs and help Australia win many more test matches, and hopefully 4 in India and definitely 5 in the Ashes.
Throw over to Mike now to say a few thank yous.
Yeah, okay, yeah, I'd like to also publicly thank a few people that have helped me throughout my career. First of all, my teammates, both past and present. You guys are the reason why I play the game and love the game. I'd like to thank Wanneroo Districts Cricket Club, my club, the WACA and Cricket Australia for their support over the years. My parents, brother Dave and sisters Kate and Gemma, they've been obviously great supports of mine over the whole journey, and I'm grateful for that. Ian Kevin, he was my first grade batting coach and senior coach at A grade level. It's amazing, you know, the amount of hours that guy put in for me, and he certainly had definitely shaped my game to where it is today. A guy called Bob Carter, he's the assistant coach in New Zealand at the moment. He coached me at Northamptonshire. Fantastic bloke. And the amount of faith and belief he showed in me and my family is amazing. I'd like to thank the Commonwealth Bank and Kookaburra and Nike for supporting me over the years. I'd like to thank Neil Maxwell and Judy Anderson, my management team, whose advice and friendship and guidance have been very much appreciated and have helped me concentrate completely on playing well. Lastly, probably the most difficult, is I'd like to thank my wife and our children and Amy's family. Been amazing support, particularly Amy while I've been away. I'll tell you more later on, babe. Thank you very much. Cheers.